Hi, I'm Dr. Joel Small. I'm an endodontist and I practice in Plano, Texas and have for over 35 years. I'm also the author of Face to Face, a leadership guide for healthcare professionals and entrepreneurs. And today I'd like to speak with you about why we choose to lead. A review of modern leadership literature by today's foremost authorities indicates a consensus opinion that other than effective leadership, there is no single factor more essential to organizational success and overall organizational health. While we in the healthcare industry are for the most part just now wondering about the benefit of leadership development for ourselves and organizations, corporate America has and remains fully committed to leadership development. In fact, according to Burson & Associates, a highly respected leadership research and training firm, corporate America spent a total of $24.5 billion for leadership training in the 2013 calendar year. Leadership training remains the largest single training expenditure made by corporate America each year. Even more provocative is the fact that the largest expenditures in leadership training were made by companies that were defined as being mature and highly productive as compared to the lower spending companies who lack these qualities. One can only wonder about the message found within these figures. Why do older companies and wiser companies spend more on leadership development than their younger counterparts? And more importantly, what do they know that we in the healthcare profession are missing? I can assure you that the best corporations in America would not be spending $24.5 billion on leadership training if there was no significant return on their investment. These corporations are led by the world's brightest and best executives who are held accountable by their corporate boards and shareholders. Their very existence depends on improving their company's bottom line. This is true in the healthcare industry as well. Have you ever noticed that certain dental practices always seem to have excellent staff and low staff turnover? If you were to look a little deeper, you would find that this is just not coincidence. There is a direct relationship between well-led organizations that are willing to invest in staff training and development and the organization's ability to attract highly motivated people. It is no secret that the best people seek out organizations that are willing to develop their skills so that they can become more valuable in their industry's marketplace. Again, this is not unique to large corporations. Leaders in any industry and in organizations of any size who engage people and encourage them to fully develop their skill will be the drivers behind an organization's success. This is one of many studies that have found similar results. In fact, no matter what criteria a study uses to gauge organizational success, companies that invest in the training and development of their human capital are consistently found to be among the top performers. This is a method presented by explorehr.org for determining the return on investment for leadership training. As you can see in the example provided, this particular company realized a return on investment of 161%. In other words, for every dollar this company spent on leadership training, they received a return in actual dollars of $1.61 in revenue. This is a very substantial return that would be very hard to beat with other types of investments. And more importantly, it is an investment that, unlike any other, because it not only pays a high dividend, but fundamentally improves the company. For someone in the healthcare industry who likely had limited experience with leadership in large corporations, these findings would seem almost counterintuitive. Why, we might ask, with all the potential problems that face business today, like declining markets, extreme competition, and government regulation, to name a few, would they worry most about the potential decline in qualified leadership? If I were to speculate on the simplest answer, I would say that problems are a given, a constant that never subsides, but solutions reside within the realm of leadership. And without leaders to guide us to the solutions, we run the risk of being overrun by the sheer numbers and magnitude of the problems. On a more personal level, I like to share the story of Debbie, our office manager at North Texas Endodontic Associates. Debbie had all the intangible qualities you'd want to find in an office manager. She was extremely loyal, insightful, approachable, and a person of high integrity. We recognized that with training to develop leadership skills, she would be an exceptional manager. So we hired a personal leadership coach to work with Debbie on developing her skills. Initially, they met by phone for an hour each week for training and to discuss issues that were impacting our practice. As time passed and Debbie became the leader that we knew she could be, her sessions with Jill became less frequent. Today, 10 years later, Debbie and Jill still visit on an as-needed basis. The change in Debbie has been dramatic over this period of time. She's not only a significant leader within our practice, but she's become an icon in the North Texas dental community and is often sought after for advice and guidance from other office managers in our extended dental community. I share this story to make a point. I know that at times the experiences of corporate America seem distant and far removed from our world as practice owners and dentists. In reality, however, there's much to be learned from these large organizations that has direct implications in our world. I hope that by sharing Debbie's story, we can begin to see that no matter the industry or the size of the organization, investing in human capital will pay lasting dividends.